Hey guys, Blackmeat here. Before we get started, wanted to just say that I've got a new series coming up that I'm going to be working on. You guys will definitely have to let me know how you like it. If you don't like it, if you want me to make some changes, whatever you guys think. Also want to give a shout out to Too Slick YouTube for the suggestion. Definitely was a fun one, so enjoy. People always forget about the other one, the first one. They remember its twin, the last word, because that's an easier story to tell. But it's not the whole story. Truth is, there were two of them back then, in those lawless days before the city was anything more than a rumor. They were made together, Guardian. Sister cannons made from the same components and meant to complement the other, utilizing the same large caliber rounds. Where its sister was more like a shotgun, dealing massive damage in the immediate area with its worn hammer and hip-stabilized holster. Its counterpart functioned very differently. The first curse was more like a rifle back in the day, delivering its shots with precision to inflict maximum damage at range. This weapon was made to be aimed down its sights, and once you got a feel for it, you hardly felt restricted by it. Truth is, Guardians, those cannons have long since been lost. And even though we at Tex Mechanica still retain the records and mills to produce these weapons, some of the magic from these relics can never truly be recovered. As this weapon was originally built around precision shooting, Tex Mechanica spent a lot of time and money researching the best way to keep the damage coming over extended engagements, as the darkness is a lot more prevalent now than it was back then. Initially, we discovered how to combine fired rounds if they were in close enough proximity to each other and remote transmit them back to the magazine. 3 rounds should do it, but unfortunately, not all of the material was always usable, so expect 1 round in return. The good news, though, is that there will be room in your cylinder so we can transmat it directly there. It wasn't until we discovered our calibration process that we really began to see remnants of its long-forgotten ancestor. Banshee 44 will initiate the process for you, Guardians, but we will need data to build a prototype specifically for you. We need to know basic data about how you will use the cannon, such as your grip, aim height, and firing style to build a model for you. This will be your weapon after all. He will send us your information, and we will ship him back our prototype cannon based on these measurements. Don't worry if it isn't perfect, though. We have imprinted this weapon with a data recorder, and we will still need a great deal amount of data to ensure that the finished product will be properly tuned to your light. Precision kills ensure we can properly align the sights. Rapid precision shots will help us to understand your pacing to balance the weapon for you. This process is quite rigorous and time-consuming, and is only available for the most accomplished of Guardians among you. Once it is calibrated, though, this weapon is one to be reckoned with. We will sync this weapon with your very soul. Get a feel for it. Block out the world beyond the barrel of your gun, and nothing will escape your sights. Should you pair it with its sister cannon, you will be a force of nature, unstoppable, to be endured and weathered rather than outright defeated. We have provided Banshee 44 with the basic weapon designs, so he has been able to develop some aftermarket parts you can substitute in if you like. Barrel options allow for recoil adjustment beyond our initial calibration to suit the weapon to your particular requirements. A single component can also be substituted with an ultra-lightweight alloy to improve speed, though these alloys we make today aren't quite the same as those at the height of the Golden Age. A single substitution is all we can manage before the weapon system breaks down. Lightweight barrels can further improve weapon draw speed. A lightweight cylinder will speed up your weapon reloading, or just substitute a lighter frame to improve overall handling. Its more famous sister might have been more visible throughout history since the collapse, in no small part due to its involvement with the death of that villain Dredgen Yor. The first curse is more than content to let the last word draw the attention while its users continue to shape history, pushing back the darkness. They say that the first curse is when death becomes an afterthought. Make sure that your enemies learn this firsthand.
Tex Mechanica and its affiliates cannot be held responsible for individual usage of this weapon. Weapon systems are highly unique to each Guardian due to prototyping and calibration processes, and usage of another Guardian's cannon may not yield similar results. Calibration process requires significant cannon data from user, and not all who attempt the rigorous process will complete it. Weapon deliveries occur on a weekly schedule due to shipping constraints and cannot be changed by any means. The Vanguard and the Consensus has prohibited usage of this weapon in conjunction with its sister, the Last Word, and the Crucible due to overwhelming end results, as well as historical collateral damage. The Last Word and the First Curse are registered trademarks of Tex Mechanica and may not be reproduced under any circumstances.
Y'all just watched another Black Meat Gaming video. Smash that like button, it's always appreciated. And subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment below if you want to see your weapon showcased in a future video. Take care.